Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing on the best of one standard ranked ladder with an Esper midrange list. So this is the list that got second place at Worlds, and I wanted to take it out for a spin in best of one. So starting out at 2, we have Denick Pious Apprentice, who can be cast out of the graveyard for the Pious Apparition, Rafine and Lord Skitter at 3, Shelly at 4. Moving on to our non-creature spells, we have the Ardenvale Fealty, which kind of is a, creature spell. With 2-mana instant speed, you can make a Vigilant White Knight, which can curve really nicely into the Rafine or the Wedding Announcement. And then for 5 mana, it's the enchantment that puts +1 counters on everything and untaps it all. So the virtue in here with Lord Skitter is a very, very easy way to end the game. Just having, your 1/1s that can't block be able to go to 2/2s and 3/3s and 4/4s will eventually take over the game. We've got Wandering Emperor at 4, Wedding Announcement at 3, Make Disappears and Go for the Throat at 2, and some cut downs. This deck is a ton of fun, and it's extremely powerful, so if you guys are excited to see this in action, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, as I'd really appreciate it. I upload to YouTube 5 days a week, with standard content just like this, so if you want to support me and my channel, just drop a subscription. And with all that said, let's hop onto the ladder and see how this does. Alrighty, next game. Unfortunately, I think this hand is just a bit too slow. It is really good, but are we just gonna get run over? We'll try it. Let's lead off with our tapped land. And looks like opponent's just gonna pass. Let's go with the first Wedding Announcement. We'll make a dude. And do you want to use a kill spell? Oop. And no plays from the opponent. I think we play the Takenuma. And we'll attack. Let's make a dude. And we can either counter something that they want to do, or play our Emperor.
I've learned much during my travels.
Let's make a Samurai.
We must protect the people.
Let's plus, and we'll put it on this human.
We've got the edge.
We'll go to combat, and in for 5. And go for the throat. Sure. Let's play a Darkslick Shores, and we'll pass and draw a card. And opponent hits us with the GGs. Definitely preemptive scoop there, but we'll take it. We were definitely doing really well. We had counter magic, overwhelming board presence for what opponent was presenting, which was nothing. So, yep, GG's. Alrighty, next game. This hand is really good. We can either go Fealty into Rafine or go for the Throat into Rafine. And opponent's gonna lead with a Delver. Interesting. I think we just want to go with the Fealty around Counterspell. And let's see what they hit. Doesn't look like they hit anything. Fading Hope. and they leave a card on top. I think we just go with our wedding announcement here. Unless they have a spell pierce, that's gonna be rough. And they kept the pierce on top. Illuminator Virtuoso. Let's go for the throat. And go for the throat again. They discard Homestead Courage. Let's attack for 1, make a dude, and we will pass. We'll take a big chunk from the Insectal Apparition. And I think we just go with Rafine. Let's attack. I think we'll discard those 2. And we'll draw. We definitely could have discarded another non-land to get around the Insectal Aberration block, but don't really want to give up on either of these. Let's play our tower and Shelly. We'll go to combat and just in with Rafine. We'll discard another Virtue. And what do they hit? And Security Bypass, plus the Flashback to Courage. Down to 3. They discard the Pierce. And I think we have to play this just to play around a Make Disappear with Casualty, but we'll go for the Throat the Aberration. And they slip out the back. Okay. Let's jam. And we'll discard 3. They take 8. And what's this? When it attacks alone, it can't be blocked. Okay. Well, we can play the announcement and draw an extra card and gain some more life. And 1 eternity later, opponent has completely roped us out. GG's. Too bad, that was a really fun game. They had quite a crazy start, but Rafine and Shelly can usually get it done. Alrighty, next game. This hand is pretty good, let's keep it. We'll lead off with the Fortress, and we can go Dennick into the announcement. Or not. And they end up taking the Make Disappear. Interesting. Let's go with Dennick. And hopefully they don't hit us with another Duress. Virtue's fine. Let's play the announcement, and we'll make a dude. Graveyard Trespasser. They eat the Denic, which is kind of annoying. And we can play our Virtue here to keep it from flipping to nighttime, so I think we do that. We'll make a dude, and we pass. Shelly. That's annoying. Let's go with the Virtue. Make a dude, and counter up. Lily. Well, that's one way to do it. We'll discard a land. And we draw. Let's go to combat. And we're gonna send these three all at Lily. Oh shoot, I meant to play Skitter before combat. That's rough. Lily goes down to 1. And we miss out on our token. Well, let's play Skitter. And the land. And a Terrace Under is gonna exile Skitter. Interesting.
Drop it.
They plus Lily. Let's go to combat. And we'll send 5 at Lily.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
Let's activate. And we'll counter up. No attacks. Let's draw. Land. Not great. Another announcement. Let's get in for 6. Let's activate the fortress. And we'll play the wedding announcement. And they're gonna go for the throat on the land. Okay. We'll make a dude, counter up. And go for the throat. That's what we were looking for. Let's take out Shelly. And they're gonna tear us under the big knight. We'll attack. And we draw and untap. Interesting. Still no plays. Let's go to combat. And we'll jam. And down goes another human. Let's go with the fealty. And Denic. Draw. And they concede. GG's. That was a fun one. Oh yeah. Alrighty, next game. A 2-lander on the draw. but we do have 3 playable 2-drops and a Rafine on 3, so I think we do risk it. It's a really good hand. Looks like we'll be going up against enchantments. And we do hit our 3rd land. Do we just want to hold open and go for the throat, though? I think we just play Dennick. Enchantments can definitely dish out some damage, so if we're able to race that with a big lifelinker, that might be a way back into this. We'll take 3. Or maybe not. Yep, we take 3. And we'll attack. I think we just discard our Dennick here. Give us some extra stuff to do out of the bin. They could of course double block here, but I really doubt they want to give up their Weaver of Harmony. Let's pass. And a wedding announcement. No attacks. They're gonna double up on the invitation counters. And, let's go to combat, and we'll get in. We'll discard an Emperor, and one of these tapped lands. Let's play the Fortress, and I think we just pass here. Jukai Naturalist is pretty brutal. And Takesha's Welcome. No attacks. Let's go for the throat on the Naturalist and see if we can win this lifelink war. They flip the announcement into the festivity, and I think we just play Shelly here. Let's attack. And we'll discard the announcement and I think the Emperor. Let's kill off the visitor. And play another land. The Huntsman's Redemption. Interesting. I haven't seen that in enchantments yet, but that's kind of cool. They make 2 beasts, and they draw some more cards. Back to us. Let's go to combat, and we'll get in. We'll put some counters on Rafine, and I think we just discard some lands. Right, so opponent is triple blocking. So trying to play around, whatever it's called, removal. I don't know why I couldn't remember the name for that. So do we want to Ota They're Beast and Go for the Throat. Ota costs 2, Go for the Throat costs 2. So we wouldn't be able to play the Virtue. We could otherwise trade off those, play the Ota, cast the Fealty and the next Shelly, which I think is better. The second stage of the Huntsman's Redemption triggers, and they can sacrifice one of the Wedding Announcement tokens. And they grab another Naturalist. And they draw. Michiko's Reign of Truth. And we'll take 10. Let's see. So opponent's at 6. Let's go for the Throat. And they concede. GG's. A couple post-game thoughts for everybody. I really enjoy this deck. It is very fun and very powerful. For best of 1, I might change out a couple of the Make Disappears to Virtue of Persistence, just for a little bit of extra life gain, and the ability to deal with red and white aggro decks is very helpful, since those guys are just plaguing the ladder currently. Other than that, I think the deck is very well tuned, and if you want to try it out, it is a ton of fun to play. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.